Hey, my name is April, and I'm the Peaceful Wife, and I invite you to be peaceful in Christ too. Today I want to talk about when your man says no to something. We talk about respecting our men, how to ask for things respectfully, and that is great, but part of having a healthy relationship with anybody is respecting the fact that they have the ability to say no. In an unhealthy or dysfunctional relationship, people don't let other people say no. They expect them always to do anything they want. That's controlling. So in a healthy relationship, there are times when somebody is going to say no to something that you want them to do. What can we do when that happens? First, let's talk about some things that are not productive. Just to give us some bearings of what I'm talking about, let's picture maybe your guy won't text you when he's working. Maybe he can't come over tonight, or maybe you're married and maybe he's working late. Maybe he doesn't want to participate with some friends that you want to meet with, or in a ministry that you want to be involved in. Maybe he doesn't enjoy doing certain things you really like to do. Maybe he doesn't want to go on a walk. Maybe he doesn't want to go to the mall. Maybe he doesn't want to talk for hours about emotions and feelings and relationships. First, we're going to look at some unproductive ways of handling something like this. You could pressure him. What? How could you say no to me? What is wrong with you? You could insult him. I totally should have known you'd be a jerk about this. My friends all told me not to be with you. They said you'd only disappoint me. You could assume the worst about him. You obviously don't love me at all. You can try to manipulate him with guilt. If you were a good boyfriend, you would do this for me because you wouldn't say no. A real man would not say no to his girlfriend. You could interrogate him. Why won't you just do what I ask? You could threaten him. Let me just make this clear. If you don't do what I'm asking you to do, I am leaving. If you say no to me about this, I am breaking up with you. If you dare to tell me no, I'm going to get a divorce. You could choose to make demands. You have to do this. You better do this. If you know what's good for you, you're going to do what I told you to do. You could cry to try to manipulate him into doing what you want him to do.
You are so mean to me.
You could love him with strings attached. Seriously? After all I have done for you, you're not going to do this for me? You could play the martyr.
No, that's totally fine. You go ahead and you do things your way.
I mean, I obviously don't matter, and I'm always the one that has to sacrifice and not get my way. But yeah, go ahead. It's not a problem at all. You could give him the cold shoulder and refuse to speak to him out of spite.
Okay, kids, y'all can talk to your dad, but I have no reason to talk to him right now.
You could hold on to unforgiveness, resentment, and bitterness.
And just so you know, I am never going to forgive you for this. And if you think that I'm going to be next to you or even in bed with you tonight or any night for a really long time, just know that you're going to pay for this. I am not going to be available to do anything you want now either.
And you could justify yourself in treating him disrespectfully because he didn't do what you wanted him to do. Now let's look at some healthy ways to respond when our guy says no. Allow him to have his God-given free will. Respect his decisions just like you would want him to respect your decisions.
Okay, honey. I respect that that's your decision. Thanks for letting me know.
Give him some space or time to think if he needs that before he answers.
Well, hey, if you need some time to think it over, take your time.
Be prepared to respond graciously even when he doesn't do what you really want him to do.
Well, I was really hoping we could do that together. If you change your mind, you just let me know.
Be sure when you're asking that you ask respectfully.
Oh, hey, I was just thinking, maybe we could get together with the Smiths tomorrow night for supper. Hey, so honey, if it works out for you to come home early tonight, that would mean so much to me. But if you can't, I totally understand.
Thank him for considering your request.
Well, I feel really sad that you don't want to do this with me. I was looking forward to it, but I respect that you don't want to do it, and I'll figure something else out. Thanks for considering it.
If he says no, do what you need to do at that point based on what you believe will most honor the Lord for yourself.
So I was thinking, I know you're not interested in going. Would it bother you if I went? All right, well, is there something else that you wanted to do together? Well, if you're going to be tied up working on that project with your dad, then maybe I will take the kids and do something fun with them.
Pray about what God would have you to do if your man decides not to do something you think is really important. Maintain a friendly approach. Remember that the relationship is more important than any little one decision or issue. Don't assume the worst. Don't assume he doesn't love you.
It must have been a really busy day. You want to tell me about it?
Be understanding and compassionate.
Oh, you're not feeling good? What can I do for you? Is there something special I could make for supper?
Allow him to be human and to be tired or sick or to have other things he needs to do sometimes. Enjoy whatever you end up doing instead.
Maybe tonight would be the perfect time for me to just play the piano and sing for a while. I'd really like to get started on this book I was going to read. Ooh, I could organize the homework room or the storage room or just get the house kind of cleaned up. I always feel so much better when the house looks amazing.
Invite God to work in the situation for your ultimate good.
Or maybe I will use this extra time to just spend some time with God and journal.
Seek to understand your man's perspective.
You know, my husband's personality is just different from mine, and sometimes he likes to do the things I like to do, and sometimes he doesn't, and that's okay. I can still choose to have a great time. I can be flexible and roll with changes and enjoy whatever comes.
I hope that maybe some of these suggestions will help when somebody tells you no. It will help you to decide to respond in a way that will be productive and that it might be a blessing. You can also find me at my blogs, peacefulwife.com and peacefulsinglegirl.com. And I hope you'll choose to have a peaceful day